Welcome. Today we will explore how to create more accessible classrooms for children with deafness and Down syndrome, focusing on communication strategies, collaboration with families, and fostering inclusive learning environments. To foster true inclusion, classrooms must be designed to support both deaf learners and children with Down syndrome. Effective communication strategies, collaboration with family, and a supportive environment are key foundation for success. For children with Down syndrome, using simple words, pictures, and tools like AAC, alternative and augmentative communication can help them communicate. It's also important to give extra time to think and respond. Down syndrome is a genetic condition that impacts cognition, speech, and motor skills. However, these children often excel in social engagement, visual learning, and benefit greatly from routine based activities. To support deaf children, we can use American Sign Language, total communication, and visual aid, written instructions, captions on videos, and clear sight lines for lip reading are essential to ensure language access. Talk often with families and specialists like speech or occupational therapists. They can share helpful tips to support each child's needs. Working together as a team helps every child learn, grow, and feel included. Peer interaction is essential for building friendships and social skills. Structured play and group activities help create bonds, and teaching peers simple signs or communication method promotes inclusion. Instructional strategies for deaf children include using caption, videos, visual presentation, and giving extra time to understand auditory information. Peer support for signers or interpreters can be extremely helpful. According to the National Down Syndrome Society, children with Down syndrome benefit from self regulation strategies and social stories, while deaf children grow through positive interaction and emotional validation. Early intervention is essential for children with exceptionalities, as it supports cognitive and emotional development. The earlier they receive specialized support, the better their outcome in learning and social integration, setting the foundation for lifelong learning. There are many misconceptions about children with Down syndrome and deaf learners. One myth is that children with Down syndrome can't learn well. However, the National Down Syndrome Society shows that they can thrive with support. Another myth is that deaf children can't communicate effectively, but research shows that they develop strong language skill when given access to sign language. Lane and Brown, 2016. Creating an inclusive classroom culture means celebrating diversity. Teachers can foster respect for different communication styles and encourage empathy through books, activities, and discussions. Inclusive practices promote acceptance and help all children feel valued. McMaster 2017. Support and emotional need is key for children with disability. Using strategies like social stories and self regulation techniques helps children manage emotions and build confidence. When they feel supported, they engage better with peers in learning. Inclusive education benefits all students, not just those with exceptionalities. By making small changes, educators can create a more inclusive environment. It's our responsibility to continue learning about accessibility, equity, and inclusion for all children. Smith and Brown, 2019. Teacher training is key to an inclusive learning environment. It helps educators stay current with the best practices and equips them to support diverse learning needs, ensuring positive outcomes for all students. Cross et al., 2009. Educators play a key role in advocating for equity and change in schools by pushing for inclusive policies like more funding or support staff or extra support for students with exceptionalities. They empower all learners to succeed. Intentional inclusive practices help make classrooms safe for all students, including those who are deaf or have Down syndrome. Use clear communication tools like ASL and visuals. Work with families and specialists and build safe routines that support every child. Let's keep creating spaces where all students feel heard and valued. Lane and Brown, 2019. Thank you for listening. Together, let's continue building classrooms where every child, regardless of ability, feels seen, heard, and valued. Through intentional strategies, collaboration, and advocacy, we can truly make inclusive education a reality. Lane and Brown, 2021.